What are you doing to improve your English every day? Are you studying something each day? Small things, if done daily over time, can make big improvements in your English skills. Today, let's talk about 5 things that you can do daily to improve your English. Are you guys ready to learn about these 5 things that you need to do? If so, then let's get into it. Number 1 is start with pronunciation. Pronunciation is hard, and it makes it easier for you to be able to understand other people that are speaking as well. If you can't understand what other people are saying, then you can never have a great conversation in English. Listening can also be improved when you know how to pronounce the words that you're going to need to be listening for yourself. It's also important for you to learn different pronunciation styles. For example, there's a big difference between British versus American English. So make sure that you expose yourself to many different types of English pronunciation. And having correct pronunciation is going to make it easier for others to be able to understand your English as well. The second thing we're going to talk about today is learning vocabulary. But first, think about what do you need to learn English for? If you're going to need to pass a test, you're going to need to know English for exams. However, if you want to become fluent, what you're going to need to focus on is vocabulary that's going to be relevant to your daily life. One thing that you can do, for example, is think about your work conversations or your conversations you have at school. What kind of English are you using in those conversations? When you talk to your friends, what are those conversations about? After you have an idea of these things, you can learn that vocabulary first. Next, you can start to learn vocabulary that you are less interested in or that are less relevant to your life at this time. So when I first came to Japan, I started learning basketball Japanese because I first met lots of friends that I had in this area through playing basketball. Start to think about the situation that you are in the most, and then you can go from there. Little by little, you can expand your vocabulary out so that you can include things that you are less familiar with. Next, have you ever studied with a language teacher? If you have the chance, or if you can, how about studying with a native English speaker? First, make a plan for how you want to use a language teacher. Similar to what I talked about before, do you want to learn travel English? Are you going to be learning English for a test? Maybe it's just daily English. Or do you want to just learn English grammar? Maybe you're going to be practicing on pronunciation or just speaking more in general. Whatever it is that you're learning, you can have an English teacher correct your mistakes or give you some helpful suggestions on how to improve your English. I used to have a Japanese English exchange when I first got to Japan. We would have conversations in English together. And then what would happen after that is I would join his family, have some dinner, and this is where I would have a chance to try out Japanese that I was learning in real situations. There are many options for teachers. They can be in person, they can be online instruction. You can also find many different prices and services that go from free to various levels depending on how much you are able or willing to spend. This will lead us into our 4th topic today, which is going to be talking about grammar. First, what you're going to need to do is find out the grammar that you don't know so well or that you don't feel as comfortable with, and then you're going to attack that one first. When you're not really good at something, you have to fix that part of grammar that you don't know so you can improve it. Try to test yourself and your knowledge so you can find out what you do know, what you don't know so well, and what you really just have no clue about. And then from there, you can craft your grammar attack plan. And practicing a different part of grammar daily will help you improve your English faster. Once you master a part of grammar that you're studying, you can move on to something new and then just keep that same pattern moving forward, learn a new part of grammar, master it, go to the next one. That's something that you're just going to be good at overnight, and that's why you want to make the active habit of doing something daily, little by little, until you get comfortable with it. Number 5, you can write down a few thoughts of something that you come across during that day. Then what you need to do is think of sentences in your own ideas and then write down what happened. However big or small the sentences are, you just want to build up that habit of getting something down on paper in your own thoughts. Then once you get better, you can start using these written phrases in your daily life. If you can, how about trying to get feedback from someone? If you are able to, how about run your ideas by that teacher we talked about before, or if you have an English-speaking friend, just kind of let them see your ideas, see your thoughts, and maybe they can give you some good points on how to improve, what's working, and then what's not working. You start to improve and feel a little more comfortable, how about little by little you can start to add and expand on your ideas. You know it, you'll start to have a bank of words and phrases that you can start to use in your daily life. And like I said before, just make sure that you try to use these phrases in your daily life as much as possible so that they become second nature to you. Guys, I hope that some or all of these tips will help you improve your English. If you're interested in learning more, how about check out this video right here. Thank you so much for watching the video. I look forward to seeing you in the next one. See you.